What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Nerd Enough, the show where everyone is welcome, even if you didn't know that Doc Ock actually married Aunt May in the comics once. True story that actually happened. But anyway, welcome back, guys. I'm your host Tony,
And I'm Michael.
and it's a pleasure to see you guys. We're happy to
Yeah.
be here. We're back. It's did we take a week off last week? I
Took a
think.
week off for football.
Oh, I thought it was a. I thought we kind of hit a roadblock, a mind block, but
Yeah,
um.
that was my excuse, football. But
Oh, we got some connection issues. Okay, we're good. Sorry. We had some connection issues right there, but we're good. Um, but anyway, yeah, we're back today with a new episode for you guys. Again, one more time for those of you who are watching us on Twitch, thank you guys for hanging out. Just a reminder, we are live on Twitch Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I believe it's 9 p.m. for Eastern and Central, right?
Central, yeah.
Central, okay. So make sure you guys check out our Twitch. We are live there, and then the episode will be out on YouTube the next day. Um, Make sure you follow our social medias. That way you stay updated if we announce anything. But other than that, also I think my personal Discord is down at the bottom in the description, in case you guys want to stay even more updated. Which that eventually, once we have a bigger community, we will make our own Discord. For now, we are using my personal one. But with that being said, guys, well, let's just get straight into today's topic. I always love when we talk about Spider-Man. So today's
Yeah.
kind of one of my favorite days because Spider-Man for me is always a fun topic to talk about. Even if it's not like such like all great news,
Right.
I'm still happy that we get to talk about Spider. It's always a good day when you get to talk about Spider-Man.
Feel like we're always talking about Spider-Man.
Now, yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the
There's
last few
a lot
episodes
of
we have been
yeah.
talking about Spider-Man, but that's
But
because
it's all new news.
it's news, but also that also it's kind of what's gonna shape the MCU. I mean, he's one of them.
Yeah.
He's becoming one of the like common superheroes now in the MCU. You
Yep.
know, where we've seen him the most now. Not quite as much as Iron Man and Thor, um, but he's getting there.
Yeah.
He's getting there, and definitely one of those characters you expect to see in an Avengers movie. And I mean, Tom Holland said it himself that he's willing to play Spider-Man for the next 20 years if he has to, and he totally can. You know, yeah. And but we got some news. Let's just get straight into it. This isn't gonna be a long episode. Spider-Man 4 finally has a director, and it was under our noses all along. A lot of people were speculating if they were gonna get um, oh, anyway, I'm not gonna speculate too much, but I knew they were like dropping other names, but Destin Daniel Cretton, director of Shang-Chi. At least that's pretty much what I know him for the most.
Yeah.
Um, I'm excited about this, man. How do you feel about this?
Yeah. It's Shang-Chi was a movie I always wanted a second movie for.
Mm-hmm.
It was it really took you out of it. It kept you in MCU, but it took you out into all their heroes, and it was written so well. It was a beautiful movie. The
Mm.
hand-to-hand combat in it
Oof.
was beautiful.
Yeah, it was
The
so good.
choreograph, like it's just, I always wanted a second movie, but
Yeah.
we're getting this director for pretty big character. So
Yeah. And I mean, the thing is, the pacing of that movie was so. I think it did so good.
yeah,
Even the parts where like I don't know, even the parts that didn't need to be shown weren't shown. Like for example, when he first announces, when he first tells Wendy, or I believe when I forgot his friend's name. When he first tells her that he has a
Aquafina.
sister, I guess when he first tells her that, oh, that's her
Or,
name. That's her name, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, the actor's name at
yeah.
least.
When he first tells her that he has a sister, it's and then she's like, "Oh, I'm going with you." You know, it skips straight to them on the
Yep.
plane. You know, and
Yep.
I kind of love that pacing because we don't need to see. I mean, at least unless there was some major storytelling that needed to happen in between then, but I don't think so. And I love when stories kind of just go from like, look, we need to go, and then boom, the next scene they're there or they're on their
Yep.
way. I love pacing like that because you're getting straight to the point. You're skipping all the things that we don't need to see.
The training, the packing your bags,
Yeah,
the
exactly. Yeah.
giving hugs to
Like
family.
imagine they
You
would
know,
have showed a montage of them packing and stuff. Like,
just
like the thing is like, it's just there are movies who do that, you know.
yeah.
And I was glad to see that the pacing was it was very very good. The comedy didn't feel forced. Um, it was just, I mean, that movie hit. Out of all the movies that came after Endgame, that's like the one film that people were like actually really happy with. Besides
Yep.
Guardians 3, um, people were really really happy about this one, you know, because it's like it's not. It, I guess if you will, there wasn't any forced wokeness, you know, for people who like
No.
for people who really hate wokeness in Marvel movies and stuff. Like it was a really good movie. And back to the hand on hand combat, dude. The
Yeah.
choreography and the fights for that movie was phenomenal, man.
That's what drawn me to this when they announced
Hmm.
him to direct. Yeah,
Dude,
that's what I saw.
I'm excited to see what he's gonna bring to the table for Spider-Man combat. Like,
Yeah, I can see flip like I can see in my head like think about the Spider-Man game where you're
hmm
flipping when you're fighting one or five different enemies and you're just flipping around and you're pulling them to you, pulling them away,
so that
and
mhm.
it's that's what I can see happening.
So they did a really good job at the hand on hand combat, but then the use of the weapons
Yeah,
was really cool. Like the way he uses his staff, and then his sister. I don't know what the weapon is called. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat or in the comments. It's like that rope with like the spear at the end or whatever, the
yeah,
knife at the end, and like the way she uses it. Oh man, like that weapon is so cool to see. So I am very interested in how Daniel Cretton is going to like incorporate Peter's webs into his fights and actually use them. You know,
yeah,
we saw so Tobey Maguire gave us, you know, some good combat for its time. Andrew Garfield was a little bit more like doing a little bit more when it came to like
using the environment around him
yeah,
with his webs.
but at the same time it was a lot of visual effects, special effects,
Yeah,
rather than practical stuff. And then again, it was a lot of the stunts. I wonder if Tom Holland is going to actually do his own stunts for these choreographies. You know,
majority of them,
yeah,
I can see
I
it.
wonder because that's what I'm trying to say. I wonder how much Daniel Cretton is going to incorporate webs, um, excuse me, webs and like flips and all that. And yeah, going back to what you were saying about the games, I think we're finally going to see that kind of combat on the big screen, and
Yeah,
that I'm excited for
yeah,
that, man. Because, I mean, I mean, just I this is kind of off topic, but at the same time, it's not. When I would watch like the Dark Knight movies or Batman movies, and Batman always kind of has had this like very stiff kind of fight and combat when
yeah,
it came to Batman movies. And the older ones, I mean, he couldn't move his neck, so it was very like he's always kind of like
yeah,
this, you know, and
yeah, yeah,
very stiff fighting. And even in the Dark Knight trilogy, like it was cool combat. It was very it was a I mean they did a really good job with those movies. But when you saw Batfleck in Dawn of Justice, the way he
yeah,
was fighting those thugs at the end, Dude, that was
Yeah.
straight from the Arkham games, man. And I was so, I mean, to see Batman beat up thugs like that, and you like remember, I mean, it brought me back. I actually got nostalgia from watching Ben Affleck's Batman. I mean, it was probably a stunt double, but still, watching that Batman take on those thugs the way I did in the game, I felt like I was watching like gameplay, you know? And
Yep.
that's
Yep.
I want that same feeling for Spider-Man 4, you know? Um,
Yeah.
but let's hope. Okay, and, that brings me to my next point.
Okay.
If we're talking about fighting choreography, who is he going to be fighting, right?
Right. Is it gonna be more down to earth?
That and see that's what brings me
Yeah.
more hope
That's
about this director.
yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people still are on the whole thing that, oh, we lost, Sony won, they're getting their multiverse movie, and yeah, there is a lot of rumors out there that it is going to be a multiverse movie. Again, guys, I'm okay with that because especially with Daniel Cretton, I think Daniel Cretton wants to make sure we get that street level Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna give it to us, man. I will say I will be disappointed if it's only like the first 20 minutes and then the rest of the movie is multiversal. But at least I will be satisfied with like a Daredevil cameo. You know,
Yeah.
honestly, and that's all I want. I really just want at least like, I don't know, his cameo in No Way Home was really really cool. Him catching the brick and everything. Um, but I really want to see an actual team up. Um, but then again, I guess I don't know. To be honest with you, I'll be happy if it's even within the first 30 minutes. I will be disappointed, but at least at least they like gave it to us. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
But I strongly believe that Daniel Cretton wants to give us the street level Spider-Man, and I stand by my theory that it's gonna be half. You know, half of the movie will be street
Yeah.
level, and at some point it's just gonna take off into like this multiverse. I mean, if you think about it, even though a lot of No Way Home was very multiversal, it took place in 616 universe in New York. So in a way, it kind of felt street level
Yeah.
because you know when Doc Ock first attacks Peter, they're on the bridge.
Yeah.
They're in the city. Green Goblin shows up on the bridge as well. He has to travel to like a electrical grid to fight Electro. You know, I don't know. They fight they fight at the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Even though it's got multiversal elements, it still was pretty street level. You know, however,
Yeah.
it's almost like he was just fighting the Sinister Six. You know,
Yeah.
obviously it wasn't, but like I don't know. I think that they can. I still have very, very, very high hopes that it's going to be half and half, and with it, especially with this director, seeing how Shang-Chi, the combat was like very like
Yeah.
martial arts in the city. You know, like those shots that he got, like skyscrapers in the back and stuff in the bus. Dude, incorporate that to Spider-Man. We're
Yeah.
gonna get
Yeah.
that, bro. We're gonna get it, man.
But who's the big bad villain then in this movie?
Well, see, and that's another thing. That is a whole nother point within on its own. You know, people keep saying, "Oh, it's gonna be multiversal, multiversal." Ask him that question. Okay, well, if it's more multiversal, who's gonna be the villain then?
Yeah.
It's gotta be like it's gotta be a street level villain, man. Like there's no way that the big bad villain is gonna be Doom. That would be insane.
No.
I don't
Yeah.
see them throwing all their cards in a Spider-Man movie. Doom, no way, dude. Like right after Doomsday, I don't think so. I'm telling you,
No.
it's gonna take place before Doomsday, and at the end, so big bad villain. I mean, we can speculate. I'm going with Fisk. You know, I strongly, strongly am going with Fisk. And if not, I believe Fisk will have his heads. You know, his
Yeah.
crime lords, and it could be. I mean, dude, we're talking Daniel Cretton here. He has. He could use the 10 Rings. What if the 10 Rings are the main villain? You know, Shang-Chi's
What
sister,
it yeah.
and that's how it
What
connects.
if yeah. Think of a different connection. What if the at the end of Daredevil it's Spider-Man and it's Spider-Man and Daredevil in the new Spider-Man movie?
Like
What if
Spider-Man
it's
shows up
they're
at the end of Born Again.
born again and then the Spider-Man movie is them two teaming up throughout the whole movie
Dude, the thing is,
trying to defeat Fisk or whoever.
I can see that happening. And the thing is,
Yeah.
Fisk. This is the cool thing about Fisk, and why I'm so excited to see him in the MCU with pretty much an arsenal of villains they can use. So the thing with Sony, the deal with Sony and Spider and Marvel, this is what has been pissing people off, is that the more villains that Sony uses, the MCU can no longer use those villains. They lock them up. So unfortunately,
Yeah.
we probably can't. We won't be seeing Craven in the MCU, unfortunately, because they're making a movie. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
Um, I think Venom is an exception. I think that I think the last stand. Well, we're getting to the Venom topic, but I do want to mention
Yeah.
this because Venom: The Last Stand is ending. That's gonna be the last movie. I think now they want to hurry up and rush that. That way we can start using Venom in the MCU. So that's my quick theory about that, right? Because Secret Wars, again, my theory, Secret Wars, he's gonna get the symbiote suit. And then whatever the last two Spider-Man movies, I believe we're gonna get. So Spider-Man 4 coming out 2026 after Doomsday, and I think the last two Spider-Man movies will come out after Secret Wars. Okay.
Okay.
Um.
What if Tobey Maguire is like, here?
What? What do you mean
I
by?
got a,
What
I
do you
got a
mean by
present.
here?
I got a present for you. It's in a little box, and it's just a little piece of the symbiote.
Oh my! I would hate that. I would hate that so much. And then he walks off like this.
Yeah.
Oh my
Tom Holland's
god.
Harris.
Oh my god, no. No. You're pitching the worst idea. Stop. Stop it. Um but anyway, what I was going at this with is people forget that yes, Sony has used quite a few villains already, but we forget about the villains that can work for Fisk. Remember, Fisk has hired Scorpion.
Yeah.
We can still use a version of Doc Ock. I mean, Doc Ock came from Tobey Maguire's universe. We still haven't seen a Otto Octavius from 616 universe.
No.
You know, what if they pull that out? That'd be cool. Sorry, I don't know why I'm burping so much.
I think we're forgetting about the obvious. His best friend Ned turning into
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
That can happen. I mean,
Yeah.
um,
Because Ned doesn't know who Spider-Man is.
oh, you're right. Yeah,
I can see.
he
I can
forgot
see
about
that happening,
Peter.
Yeah.
There's been rumors. I mean, it's just rumors. I don't actually want
Right.
to, but what's her name? Oh my god, I forgot her name. But they want to cast her as Black Cat.
Sweeney Todd. Sweeney.
So, Sweetie Todd. You said Sweetie Todd.
It's not Sweeney Todd.
Something Sweeney. Yeah, something Sweeney.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to cast her as Black Cat. I mean, dude, that would be cool. Like,
Yeah.
Fisk hires her, to try to take down Spider-Man. Look, Hammerhead.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
We got Hammerhead, who is a crime boss. I would
Yeah.
love to see Hammerhead. Um, I mean, we got street level villains that work for Fisk. Again, Scorpion, which we got a tease about Scorpion and we never saw. We can actually. What if, dude? What if Fisk gives Aaron Davis the Prowler suit, and we finally see
Yeah.
Danny Glover as Prowler? Like, I'm telling you, man,
Donald.
Donald Glover. Did I say Danny?
Yeah.
Oh my god, my bad. I meant Donald Glover. I always mess up his name, dude. That's why I always call him. I just call him Childish Gambino. So yeah, I mean, we have Fisk has an arsenal of villains that he can hire and just
Yeah.
kind of go, beat Spider-Man up a little bit. And that's kind of what I want to see. And at the end, yeah, like both Daredevil and Peter can take down Fisk. So that'd be really cool, man. I mean,
But Spider-Man's always had multiple villains in
exactly.
the same movie, in the same. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I
Uh,
mean, look at. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I love Spider-Man so much because he could be swinging around like he'll listen to like the like a police scanner. Oh, there's
yeah.
this going on. Like, Rhino is running around rampant in Times Square. He needs to be stopped. And on his way, he could, on his way he sees like freaking like a robbery going on. He stops that real
Yeah.
quick and say, I don't know, the Tinker is the villain for that or a smaller
Yeah.
villain. Um, like it's just there's always something going on with Spider-Man and he's always there to stop it.
Yeah.
And it's just like a quick. It doesn't even have to be like like a 30-minute plot line. It could be just him being like, "Oh, dude, come on! I just dealt with you last week. Like
Yeah.
we're at
Yep.
this again. And like that. That's kind of what I want to see. Like I want to see that kind of Spider-Man. It's like, dude, we like I don't know. Say Shocker comes back. And
Mm-hmm.
just quick like
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
really, man? Like, come on. I just put you behind bars. Like, when are you going to learn your lesson? Webs them up and then, like, leaves a note for the police. Like, that's the Spider-Man that we need to see.
Yeah.
Man, I
Now
can,
that we have mutants, also
yeah, I mean, I can go on and on. I mean,
X-Men, like
I could go on and on about this, but, with that being said, I, um, I really, really, really hope that we see that whole like street level, which again, that is my main theory, and I'm sticking with it. And
I'm hoping it's 75-25.
75,
75 street
yeah,
level, percent street level, and then 25
yeah,
um
dude,
lead into the next movie.
we didn't break out into the multiverse for it. I mean, again, like I said, in No Way Home, yes, it was pretty multiversal by all the villains coming in, but at the same
Yeah.
time, we didn't get multiverse action. Like
Yeah.
we got. I think the most multiversal part was when Ned opens the portals, and you see both Peters come through the portals, and then at the end when the spell breaks open and you see all these like, all the universes like kind of breaking through. That's the most multiversal that movie got. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I'm hoping for is it's all street level and then at the end like boom something big happens. Um, I have faith. I have hope. I believe in Daniel Creston. Cretton, sorry, Creston. I believe this is the right director to do this. It's gonna be great. I'm excited,
Yeah.
and I want to see. I want to see some cool fights. I'm excited for that. Um, I guess that brings us to our next point because I mentioned Venom.
Yeah. They have a villain in there.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, there's a new Venom trailer that just released. Sony always shitting out all these trailers. Um, yeah, it bugs me how many trailers they release for one movie.
They show the whole movie in
Yeah,
trailers.
and then I hate it when they. I don't know why Sony does this. It's always Sony. They show like 5 seconds of the trailer before the trailer. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't need to see that, bro. Like, I'm here to watch the trailer already. You don't need to get me excited for the trailer. That's what I'm here to watch. But anyway, with that being said, so new
We
trailer.
know, yeah, we know Venom's gonna be a shit show. The
Yeah,
third Venom movie.
look, guys, I'm not excited for this movie at all.
Yeah.
Um, I watched the first Venom and I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Venom 2 though took a whole different turn. Actually, you know what? Let me correct myself. Within the first Venom movie, I saw the flaws already. I saw
Okay.
where this was going. I was like, this is why you can't do Venom without Spider-Man. Because there is no purpose for Venom to want to like, because in these movies they see him, he's trying to be a hero. He's a symbiote
Yeah.
trying to be a hero that attaches itself to Eddie, and he loves to eat people yet wants to be a hero. It makes no sense. It's
Right.
absolutely kind of stupid, you know. Um,
I thought Venom latched on to powerful beings. Or no? Am I
no,
just
the
pulling out of nowhere?
symbiote. The thing is, not every human survives with the symbiote.
Okay.
It needs a perfect host.
Gotcha.
And Eddie Brock is one of those hosts who didn't die. I'm not
Okay.
sure what
Yeah.
it is about his DNA, but same with Peter. You know, obviously Peter was a perfect host, and
Yeah. Okay.
that's why the symbiote is obsessed with Peter. And it kind of Eddie Brock in the comics had his own personal vendetta against Peter Parker, which is what, and Spider Man, without knowing that they were the same people. You know, therefore, once the symbiote, and this is why, and that's why the symbiote slash Venom getting on Eddie with Spider-Man being the center, the focus. It's such a good story of a villain because you got two broken people. You got the symbiote that was rejected by Peter, and so the symbiote is broken. It's obsessed with Peter Parker. They fell in love with Peter Parker because he was the perfect host, and obviously the symbiote it's an intelligent being that knows Peter is Spider-Man. And then you got Eddie Brock, who's a broken man because he's had a tough life growing up. For those of you guys who don't know Eddie Brock's story, I recommend you go read some of his comics. He had a tough life growing up. He's not just a loser. Trust me, he had a tough upbringing with like his dad and everything. So you got Eddie Brock, who's been through so much already and kind of already is a bitter person, broken by Peter Parker. I mean, Peter just has better luck than Eddie, I guess, and he kind of has this thing against Spider-Man because even though he admires Spider-Man, he's always kind of Spider-Man is always giving him like the short end of the stick, I guess, and doesn't allow him to take pictures of him because he's already got Peter as his personal photographer. And I'm not just going from Spider-Man 3. This is actually in the comics and the
Okay.
cartoon. You read them, Eddie Brock has had terrible luck with Peter and Spider-Man. It's not that he actually hated them just because. No, he actually had he bumped heads with both of them over and over and over again. So he just kind of like grew to hate them, both of them, not knowing they were the same people. So you got Symbiote, who was rejected but obsessed,
Yeah.
and then you got broken Eddie Brock. Two pieces that fit so perfect together, and now he knows. Oh my God, you know the secret. Peter is Spider-Man. It creates the perfect villain for Spider-Man. And when you take the element of Spider-Man away from Venom, it's pointless, man. It's pointless. It makes no sense to me. So,
Oh, can we backtrack for a second?
what?
Spider-Man 3. That was Eddie Brock.
Yeah. Topher Grace?
Holy shit!
Wait, you did not know that was Eddie Brock? Who did you think it was?
I don't know. Dang. Okay.
When was the last time you watched Spider-Man 3?
In theaters when it came out.
No way, dude. Oh my god, bro. Okay, Michael.
Holy
You
cow!
need to go rewatch the Toby trilogy. That's insane. I can't believe you didn't know that Topher Grace played Eddie Brock.
Is his name Eddie in there?
Yes, it's Eddie Brock.
And then, wow, that brings a whole new meaning to the Venom movies now. To me,
Why?
and Spider-Man 3.
Why?
Dang, and because you explaining it this way,
It's okay, and that's what.
I didn't know there was. I didn't know there was the same person.
So yes, Topher Grace plays Eddie Brock in Spider-Man 3. Tom Hardy plays Eddie Brock in Venom. They're the same character.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
That is.
but Venom got it wrong, dude. Like that's what I'm saying. Like again, with you take away the element of Spider-Man and it's pointless, bro. It makes no sense. There's no reason why Venom should even want to be a hero, you know? It makes no sense.
That makes so much sense.
What makes so much sense?
Wow. It all makes sense.
Wait, what makes sense?
Well,
Explain it to me.
Spider-Man 3.
Oh, Spider-Man 3 makes sense to you now.
What you just explained? Okay.
Okay, look.
Hey.
Spider-Man 3 got Venom, like the story arc of it, right? I wasn't a huge... I didn't really like Topher Grace as Eddie Brock. I wish they would have introduced Eddie Brock sooner and just kind of have him as a background character. Imagine if Eddie Brock was in Spider-Man 2, and since that movie was kind of always bumping heads with Peter, Spider-Man 3 would have so much more weight to it, bro.
So Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy, in Spider-Man 3.
No, wait, what? Huh? No, they're two different entities. They're different.
I know.
Okay.
But what if instead of that actor, it was Tom Hardy?
Okay, well, look, here's the thing. Tom Hardy,
I'm
gonna give a hot take, guys. For the first Venom movie, no, I don't hate Tom Hardy. For the first Venom movie, I thought, oh, cool, Tom Hardy's that's a great Eddie Brock. I love that, you know. But again, without the element of Spider-Man, it's pointless. It makes no sense, dude. It makes absolutely no sense. After the first Venom movie, I just didn't like him as Tom Hardy. I just didn't like him as Eddie Brock. And I didn't like the fact that they gave Tom Hardy the freedom to voice Venom. I don't know if you knew that, but he voiced.
Yeah, well, Tom Hardy's like a director.
Well, yeah.
Right? Like,
I am not a fan of his take on Venom. The way Venom wants to be a hero. That's in the Ultimate Comics, where Flash Thompson becomes Venom, and he wants to try to do good, so he puts on Agent Venom. I don't know if you guys remember from my gameplay, when Harry first puts on the symbiote, he creates this cool suit with the symbiote, and it looks like Agent Venom. That's from the Ultimate Comics. That's where Flash Thompson gets it instead of Eddie Brock.
The Bully Flash?
Yeah.
You're blowing my mind today.
Dude, you do not know Spider-Man, bro.
Dude, I'm only nerd enough.
No, well, I mean, okay, you're right. But I'm surprised. Hey, but I'm glad I can. That's what I'm saying. I love when I can talk about Spider-Man and people are like, "Oh crap, I didn't know that." You know, all these characters you see in the Spider-Man universe. Like, did you know? Remember Spider-Man: Far From Home? When Ned and that girl start dating on the plane.
Yeah.
That's Betty Brant.
You have to remind me who Betty
Okay,
Brant
Betty
is.
Brant works for J. Jonah Jameson in the Tobey Maguire trilogy, the one with the
Okay.
short hair. And she's like,
Yeah.
"It's time to take your meds," and then, nope, not that one. No, not that one.
Yeah.
Betty
Okay.
Brant, she's like famously known for working at the Daily Bugle. She's J. Jonah Jameson's assistant or secretary, whatever. Betty Brant, that girl plays Betty, that blonde girl. So that's another thing. A lot of people didn't catch that. I'm like, well, that's Betty Brant.
Dang.
They made her really young though, and she does not work
Okay.
at the Daily Bugle.
Venom: The Last Stand, right?
Okay, yeah, let's go back to that topic.
He dies, right? Tom Hardy dies in there.
Okay,
Eddie Brock dies in there.
okay.
The main villain in that is
Knull,
Knull.
I guess.
We know nothing about him. All we know is that quick video we watched, right?
The trailer, yeah.
Where he's the creator of
the TikTok.
the symbiotes.
Yeah, so
The TikTok.
So
yeah.
Michael sent me a TikTok explaining who Knull was because we don't really know much about Knull.
So he's the creator of symbiotes.
He's the god of symbiotes. And he's
That's
the one.
how
He's the
Tom-
one who cut off the head of the Celestial, who that planet becomes nowhere in Guardians. That was cool. I really like that piece of information.
And he's also the one that holds the Necromancer sword.
No, the Necro sword.
Necro sword.
Yeah, which we saw in Thor: Love and Thunder, wielded by the God Butcher.
So will he not give, but a symbiote from him attached to Tom Holland's Spider-Man?
Okay, so what you're saying is that somehow it's going to connect to the MCU.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know Secret Wars at all. So you're saying in Secret Wars that's how Spider-Man gets his symbiote.
In the comics, during Secret Wars, that's how he gets the suit. I never really read it. I just know that in Secret Wars he gets the suit. Okay. At that point, back then, when they first brought it up, it wasn't a symbiote. It was just a suit. It was when fans started to kind of not really like it. Fans didn't really like this new Spider-Man, so they turned it into a symbiote, an alien that attached itself to him while he was fighting in the Secret Wars. Which is, I think, a pretty cool save. Look, it turned into Venom, and it ended up being one of the most iconic villains, you know? Yeah. So, cool. The thumbs up them for thinking about that. But, with that being said, okay, my theory is I don't think that this is going to connect at all. I think that Venom: The Last Stand is going to end, and that's the reason why Sony is rushing this movie. I don't know if they rushed it, but the reason why they are, once they release it, they want to be over with it, is because they want to start giving the rights of Venom to the MCU now. Or not give them, but share them the way they're sharing the Spider-Man rights with the MCU. Okay. And we're just going to see a whole separate story of Venom that's going to play out in the MCU. And I don't think we're going to see that until Spider-Man 5. That's my theory. Okay? I have a bigger theory for Spider-Man 6. I'm just going to say it. Spider-Man Sinister 6. That's my theory. That's going to be the big finale.
Okay.
That's going to be the big finale for Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU. It's Sinister 6, and who knows, he might even die in that movie, and that's where Miles takes over. But anyway, we're not talking about that. That's just my theory, and I would love... Oh, dude, Marvel, hire me. Anyway. No, I don't... My theory is I don't think these movies are connected at all. I think that Venom: The Last Dance is going to end and enter Venom into the MCU through Secret Wars.
You don't think I know we know the movie's gonna be. There's a fucking Venom horse. Like it's gonna be stupid, right? There's gonna be stuff in
There's
it.
concept art of a Venom frog also. Yeah, I'm
Stupid.
not kidding. It's so dumb, dude.
But isn't that kind of cool though? Where they're introducing a new villain and he's like the god of symbiotes.
Oh,
He's the
I think it's
creator of
super cool.
symbiotes.
I think it's super
Like
cool, man.
I feel like it'd be a waste if Sony just ended it there.
Yeah, no, it is a waste. Just like most of the stuff they've done. Dude, Madam Web?
And
Madam
yeah,
Web is an incredible character in the Spider-Man universe, bro. I mean, she's the one who brings a bunch of different Spider-Men together from different universes to fight a Spider-Man war.
yeah,
I mean, like she's what Miguel O'Hara was doing in remind me what it's called, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
across.
Okay,
Yes.
what Miguel O'Hara or Spider-Man 2099 was doing in that movie is normally what Madam Web does. How she holds
Okay.
this web and explains like the different timelines. That's what Madam Web is supposed to do. I still haven't watched it. I don't know if I will. I probably have to get really drunk to watch it. But that actually might be a really fun idea if we all get drunk and watch it together. um,
I'm off Saturday.
oh, dude.
Now that the thought of it just
Oh my god.
you're like, wait, hold on, too close.
We'll see. We'll see. So, with that being said, like look at how bad it did. I mean,
Yeah.
Madam Web is supposed to be a very very cool character, just as cool as Knull, I guess, and it was a waste. Craven, who everyone has been excited, or not excited, everyone has been desiring to see Craven on the big screen, and see him done well, but instead we got a Spider-Man list Craven movie, played by Aaron Taylor
Yeah.
Johnson, who I actually really like, but all I see, I can't unsee him as Kick-Ass. Like, I will forever see Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kick-Ass. You know, like
Yeah, yeah.
that's just the truth. You know, no, even though I saw him in Avengers as Quicksilver, it's just even in that movie, I'm like, dude, that's Kick-Ass, bro. Like, um. But and I'm not trying to hate on him. I do like Aaron Taylor Johnson a lot, but still, man, I don't see him as Craven, dude. Like I don't. Craven, and maybe I'm biased because I'm playing the game right now. I'm still playing the game. Don't worry, guys. I will be coming out with a new episode very very soon. And forgiving, we are getting some connection issues, so that's why he is currently frozen. But just bear with us. This is live. Remember, we're gonna have these issues. But anyway, yeah, you're absolutely right, and this is why I believe Sony is a huge problem, and they need to stop making a Spider-Man universe. Or if not, here's my take: why not just create your own Spider-Man movies and use Andrew Garfield? You know, and if he doesn't want to do it anymore, use a different Spider-Man. Or I don't know. I just like
Yeah.
I'd rather them and this is I'm telling you the God honest truth. I would rather them have their own Peter Parker and make their own Spider-Man movies than to create this Spider-Man list Spider Universe that they're doing. It's awful. And we've seen movie after movie, it's not working for them, but yet they keep doing it.
No.
Or if not, like, just give the rights back to Marvel. Like, please.
Yeah.
Or at least let Marvel have the entire arsenal of Spider-Man characters to themselves. Share it. Share all of it. And you guys will be filthy rich. Filthy rich, you know? But anyway, yeah, no, yeah. Knull didn't even get me excited for this movie. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of the Venom movies.
The concept of a character made me excited, not the movie.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can do even if they were to throw in even if they were to say, "Oh, we're gonna throw in like Madam Web, Craven in this movie," I'd be like, "Dude, you're making me like you're giving me reasons not to watch this." Like, you know,
Yeah.
um, Morbius or not Mor, yeah, Morbius,
Morbius, yeah.
which I still haven't seen. um, but yeah, man, I just
Yeah, I mean,
those are
I
my
just,
thoughts.
yeah,
Those are my thoughts.
yeah. That's fine. I didn't want much. We don't need to spend too much time on that.
Yeah. No, but I mean, maybe you guys are excited about it. Let us know. I
Yeah.
as a huge Spider-Man fan, I just you guys know my heart behind it. I'm very frustrated that Sony has latched on to Spider-Man and doesn't want to let him go. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, it kills the character, you know. Um, but let us know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Are you excited for Venom? And do you think it's gonna be good? I hope so. It can't be worse than the Acolyte. Sorry, I don't know why I brought that up, but uh, anyway,
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up, man.
yeah. Let's take some comments from chat before we go.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Let's see.
Looks like chat's just disappointed in me and not knowing.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of flack for not knowing about Spider-Man and how you did not know that Topher Grace was casted as Eddie Brock. That's ridiculous. You deserve shame on you, man.
Yeah. Shame on me. Dang.
You grew up with these movies. You claim that Tobey Maguire is your favorite Spider-Man.
Now he definitely is. No. um. What else do we have?
Alpha, are you talking about the Betty Brant from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy? He said she's hot. A frog. Yes,
Yeah.
there. I will share it on Discord. There is a concept. There's concept art of a Venom frog. I'm not kidding. It's.
I'm getting Loki vibes. We got a crocodile.
God. RDJ is Spider
RDJ
Man. I mean, this
takes off the mask.
he could do anything now. You know. Sony sharing things. Imagine, dude. Cries in PS5 gamer. Yeah, Sony. I don't think they ever will. I mean, it's money for them, but yet they don't want to
Yep.
make a lot of it by. Dude, if they were to share most of the Spider-Man characters or all Spider-Man characters with Marvel, and the MCU was able to utilize all Spider-Man characters, ooh, dude, they can make a fire Spider-Man movie and actually use
Yeah.
the Sinister Six, you know, like the right way, and oh, it would be phenomenal. It would be great.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, not much going on in chat today, but thank you guys still for hanging out.
Yep.
For those of you again watching us on YouTube, remember we do stream this. We are live right now, so if you do want to join us in the chat, maybe correct us on stuff that we are definitely wrong about, please do. You know, we love having these conversations. So make sure you guys go follow our Twitch, Nerd Enough Podcast. We stream Thursday nights, and videos are uploaded every Friday. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you have not, please hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and leave a comment down below. What are your theories about Spider-Man 4? How do you feel about Destin Daniel Cretton finally being announced as director for Spider-Man 4? We got, dude, it's moving quick. It looks like they
Yeah.
want to move really quick with this. Not only did he get announced as director, but they're gonna start filming literally right the beginning of 2025. Like they're moving, they're going pedal to the metal. I mean, we went
Yep.
from being worried about how is this gonna come out in 2026 when nothing has happened yet. There's been no movement, but all of a sudden, director gets announced, and boom, 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 all these things are happening now. So we're gonna be getting some cool Spider-Man news very soon.
Oh yeah.
So you guys can look forward to that. I will be doing a Spider-Man gameplay on this channel Probably, hopefully by this weekend. And then I don't know if you're planning on doing another Outlaws or if you're kind of just done with it.
No, I'm not done with it. Just it's fun, and the issue is I did an 8-hour stream. That was a pain to get into one video,
Yeah, it was.
but I'll do one. I'll probably do one either Saturday or I'll do it soon.
Okay. Okay. I normally stream on Fridays on my channel.
Yeah.
But who knows? I might just end up doing a gameplay for Nerd Enough because I want to
Yeah.
finish Spider-Man already. It's been a long time coming. I think it's been a year since that game came out. I need to finally finish that game. So stay tuned for that, guys. Make sure you guys follow my. Oh wait, no, never mind. It'll be this channel. And there will be a gameplay uploaded on the next day. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I think we're all set, right? Nothing else you wanted to mention?
We're all good.
All right. Well,
Nope.
thank you guys for hanging out with us. This has been a pretty short episode talking about Spider-Man. Again, let us know what your theories are. Are you excited? And other than that, guys, thank you guys. See you on the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.